Yo, what's going on guys? I'm Teammates. Towards the end of every Pokemon anime series, we receive an arc where our main protagonist Ketchum battles his way through a Pokemon League, which is always so exciting due to the battles we witness. Some of those battles even stand as some of the best battles within the entire Pokemon anime due to how exhilarating they are. So because of that, I've decided for today's video that I want to count down what I believe are the top 5 best Ketchum League battles across the Pokemon anime. Hopefully getting yourself to become even more hyped for the upcoming Alola League as well, which is about to have astonishing battles. The first episode actually airing tomorrow from this video's release date. Setting along for it. Anyway, I'm actually not alone for this list. I am also joined with a special guest.
Hey, what's going on guys, my name's Raph, and like Ben said, I'll be helping him count down the top 5 best Ketchum League battles. It feels great to be back on the channel once again. Be sure to check out the video Ben and I made over on my channel after you finish watching this one, as we count down the top 10 Pokemon Ashe made Dynamax in the Pokemon Sword and Shield anime. You can find the video located in the description, iCard and end card, along with my channel.
Indeed it will. Before we begin counting down this list though, I should state that this list will be based on our own personal opinions, so I'd like you to respect ours, and we shall respect yours in the comments down below. We'd love to hear your personal list. Alright, with that intro now said though, let's not waste any more time and jump right into this. Let's go! Number 5. Ashe vs Tobias. I feel as if this is a quite controversial first choice. I mean, yes, it was kinda annoying that the writers purposely made Tobias' character just so he can defeat Ashe. The writers even given him a mythical and legendary, as they knew Ashe could only lose against legendaries due to being at his all-time best regarding strength. However, if you were to put that Don Tobias origin story aside, we have a battle that was actually kinda entertaining. What can I say? It was just remarkable to see Ashe at least defeat 2 special Pokemon, even if he used all 6 of his Pokemon in the process. The strategy he used to defeat Latios, specifically using Pikachu, being my favourite highlight of the entire battle. That being that Ashe got Pikachu to jump onto Latios' back to deal powerful Thunderbolt attacks, and then get Pikachu to use Full Tackle high up in the sky, so it can then run through Latios' Luster Purge, and then strike a devastating Iron Tail to the head. Like bro, all of that was incredibly stunning. Of course though, everything else we got to witness in this battle was also quite impressive. From Gibble almost getting a hit on Darkrai using Draco Meteor, Heracross being revealed to know Sleep Talk so it can attack Darkrai while sleeping, and of course, Sceptile, one of Ashe's most powerful Pokemon, being the only one of Ashe's Pokemon to wake up from Darkrai's slumber and strike a devastating attack to the Pokemon. Very nice. Obviously, all the action in this battle isn't as spectacular as other battles we'll be exploring. However, this battle still earns my full respect with everything I've stated, which is why I believe it deserves this number 5 spot.
Going back to the very beginning of Ashe's Pokemon journey, the Kanto League didn't really go his way, with Charizard practically costing him the league battle against Richie, and even maybe the entire league. This brought sadness to Ashe, despite making it to the top 16. However, when embarking on his Johto journey, this is where things started to pick up for the 10-year-old hero. Ashe's Johto team was built around a great selection of Pokemon. After watching Ashe's battle against Gary over and over again, this has to be one of Ashe's greatest league battles yet. And here's why. First of all, Ashe's team was heavily undermatched compared to Gary's. Instantly, many fans just thought that's it, he's gonna lose. But boy were we surprised. The battle provided us with a bunch of thrills and action-packed scenes. Examples of this are the infamous battle with Ashe's Heracross taking down Gary's Magmar despite the heavy type disadvantage. The tension was really building between these two Kanto rivals, and when it came down to the final Pokemon for each trainer, this is where the true battle began. Ashe's Charizard versus Gary's Blastoise. Now once again, you would think that Gary would win due to the tight matchup, but this was all about to change. Seeing Charizard overcome the weakness and gain Ashe the victory just showed us how much of a fantastic Pokemon it really is. And that's not me being biased. Seeing the final seismic toss coming down had all of us biting our nails, guessing who would survive, and thankfully, it was Ashe's Charizard. Looking back at when Charizard cost Ashe the Kanto League, it was great to see Lizardon get its act together and assist Ashe in actually defeating his childhood rival. Looking back at the history between these two Pallet Town trainers, it was great for them to settle their differences in the ring and conclude with an action-packed battle. The flashback of the broken Pokeball was a very nice touch, as despite these rivals coming so far together, it just showed that they were both connected to one another from the very beginning.
This spot might shock quite a few of you watching, especially because it is above Ashe vs Gary. At number 3, we have Ashe vs Conway. Okay, so I might as well just say straight away that the two main reasons why this battle is above Ashe vs Gary is because 1, the battle choreography improved as the anime kept going forward, this meaning I find Dominant Pole battles to be more intense and exciting than original series battles, which this battle is a prime example of that. And 2, I just adore how the writers decided to essentially make Conway like a competitive player, due to other moves he uses which you would find in competitive matches back in the day, such as Trick Room, which makes the slower Pokemon on the field move first, Power Trick, which switches the user's attack stat with its defense stat, and I guess Mean Look as well, which prevents the opposing trainer from switching their Pokemon. Which overall, seeing all these moves and strategies shine in the anime was very stunning to watch, especially when Ashe found a way to counter those moves and take the win in the end using classic Pokemon anime action which we never get to see in the games, such as Ashe using Gibble's biting habit to his advantage by making a whole chuckle in its mouth to then use a powerful Draco Meteor which defeats the Pokemon, and finally, Ashe using Dusknoir's Trick Room speed to his advantage by making Gibble use Bite on Dusknoir's hand once it appeared behind Gibble when using Dig, then commanding Gibble to unleash a powerful Dragon Pulse which defeats the Pokemon. Oh yeah, as you can see as well, Gibble was a boss in this battle. This battle making me hold a little more affection towards the Pokemon than I originally did. But, yeah, as you should hopefully see, this battle choreography and competitive-like action mixed with classic anime action is why this battle is above Ashe vs Gary, and even why I believe it deserves this number 3 spot. For this number 2 spot, we actually have 2 battles, and that is because both me and Raph believe these battles are just as good as the other. Ashe vs Sawyer and Ashe vs Elan. I'll be starting this off by talking about Ashe vs Sawyer, whereas Raph will be talking about Ashe vs Elan. So, jumping right into Ashe vs Sawyer. Oh my god, what a spectacular introduction to a battle from Ashe in the Kalos League. The battle choreography, along with the Ashe vs Elan match, was at some of its all-time best. The background music helped elevate the already astounding action. And finally, the Pokemon both Ashe and Sawyer had on hand were very lovely choices. If I had to pick my favourite matchups from this battle, I'd have to say that has to come from Pikachu vs Aegislash and Greninja vs Sceptile. Firstly, for why I like the Pikachu vs Aegislash matchup, I just found Sawyer's plan to cut the forest trees using Sacred Sword to limit Pikachu's speed to be a quite witty plan. And it was just also fun to see Pikachu have to dodge all these Sacred Swords as well. And then to see Ashe use Sacred Sword to his advantage by making Pikachu run up epically on cut pieces of wood and then launch a piece of wood into Aegislash's body to prevent it from going into its show mode was incredibly brilliant and even a fulfilling ending to the matchup. Once Pikachu uses a shockingly strong Thunderbolt. The anime here giving us a good example of how they use the Pokemon's body to their advantage for battles, which I really adore. As for the Greninja vs Sceptile matchup, bruh, do I even need to say why this matchup was one of the best? It was just so unbelievably impressive with all the fast-paced action being showcased. From Greninja running on top of Frenzy Plants, to then uppercut and dropkick Sceptile with aerial aces, the duo then engaging in a duel with their Leaf Blades and Water Shurikens, the art-inspiring Giant Water Shuriken, and even quite a bit more. All of this making me and I know I've said this on my channel quite a bit already, feel exhilaration run down my spine. It was that hype inducing to me. So, yeah, this matchup, and just the overall battle in general, like I've said, is just sensational.
Moving on to Ashe's battle against Elan, this battle was insanely incredible. I remember watching this battle over and over again, and heck, I even done an episode on it just like Ben. From the very beginning, we just knew that this was going to be an epic battle. The build up between Ashe and Elan was full of action, and seeing these two in the Lumiose conference final just proved that the battle to come would be something else. So let's break this battle down, starting with Ashe's Pikachu versus Tyranitar. With both of these Pokemon up first, boy it was such a great start to the battle. With Pikachu's vision and speed being decreased thanks to Sandstorm, this was where the true tactics began. With Pikachu using Iron Tail on the battlefield stream to stop the Sandstorm, and soaking Tyranitar caused additional damage from Thunderbolt, and it was like killing two birds with one stone. After being launched in the air, seeing Pikachu finish the battle off with an Electro Ball was insane. Next we have the tense battle between Ashe's Noivern and Elan's Weavile. Despite not developing its battle style that much, Noivern still tried its best. After being defeated from a Night Slash, seeing Hawlucha break free from its Pokeball to see its younger brother really gave us goosebumps, because we could sense the rage that this Pokemon was feeling, and this is where things started to get very interesting. Hawlucha was ready for revenge. Starting off with a Karate Chop, this would have been super effective if it hit, and with Weavile being able to predict the attack, Hawlucha was confident in nodding, telling Weavile to continue. Due to this, Hawlucha was able to endure more and more hits, leading to an ultimate flying press to finish Weavile off and gain his revenge. A very nice tactic to say the least. After Bisharp and Goodra both concluding their battles, this then led on to both trainers sending out their bird Pokemon, Talonflame for Ashe and Unpheasant for Elan. This aerial battle was a clash between both birds using Brave Bird and Skytack, and after watching this battle, this gave us the shivers for real. The music coinciding with the fast-paced attacks and speed of this Pokemon made it even more thrilling, even if both Pokemon did get knocked out. Metagross against Pikachu again was a really incredible battle, especially with the little mouse managing to finish off a pseudo-legendary. But then it came down to the final battle, Ashe Greninja versus Mega Charizard X. Both Pokemon fought continuously with super effective hits hitting each other. Greninja was pulling through until the very end, where the final Blast Burn unfortunately landed a critical hit. Over the course of the 2 episodes this battle was spread out across, we think it's fair to say that this will go down as one of Ashe's best battles ever. But which battle topped this, placing number 1 on this list?
Well, they're about to find out. Number 1, Ashe vs Paul. Come on, there was no way this battle could have been any lower than number 1. It is truly the best league battle Ashe has ever had, and even in my own personal opinion, the best battle within the entire Pokemon anime. So what makes this battle so special in my opinion is not only the thrilling action that was showcased, but also the meaning behind this battle, which you will have needed to watch the damn near post series from the beginning to truly understand this meaning. What I'm on about is that this battle was essentially Ashe's final time to prove, after losing so many battles against Paul beforehand, that his caring and loving method of looking after Pokemon is the more moral way as opposed to Paul's brutal methods, and that losing battles and providing love for your Pokemon afterwards only makes you stronger in the end. Paul's brutal methods I'm on about included Paul always scolding his Pokemon for losing to opponents he felt like they could have easily beaten, or even scolds them for simply getting hit. He also did not care to bond with any of his Pokemon, as he feels as if he did that, they will just turn into slackers, and he even released Pokemon if he no longer saw potential in them. Which that theme I described that Ashe wants to showcase shine brightly with all of his Pokemon in this battle, as he had finally defeated Paul, even with the same Pokemon he used in their previous battle. However, despite all of Ashe's Pokemon putting in their best effort, there was actually one Pokemon that shined brighter than the others, and that was Infernape, who that Infernape actually used to belong to Paul, it even being the final of Ashe's Pokemon to defeat Paul's final Pokemon, using its Blaze ability, which Paul could never master. But thanks to the bond Ashe and Infernape share, they managed to master it, fully opening Paul's eyes that maybe Ashe's method of looking after Pokemon isn't a bad way whatsoever, as he had fully awakened Infernape's true power. which all of this was just such a fulfilling ending to their rivalry. All of this being shown perfectly in this one battle, especially with the finale, which is why I idolized this battle so much. It felt amazing to see a battle have this much meaning. I cannot express that enough. However, with that meaning now finally gone over, how about we now actually focus on the action, which was obviously also a huge factor to why this battle was so monumental. If I had to pick my favorite matchups, that would have to be Infernape vs Ninjask, Gliscor vs Drapion, and obviously Infernape vs Electivire. Though, all the other matchups were very stupendous. Not a single one was boring, whereas I may have found at least one matchup in another battle on this list to be boring. I do honestly wish I could talk about every single one of these matchups, but this video is already quite long. So let's just stick with those 3 battles. So, starting off with Infernape vs Ninjask, although there wasn't much fast-paced action involved, I just found the strategy Ashe came up with to defeat this Pokemon and get rid of Toxic Spikes at the same time, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, to be very clever. That being that Ashe commanded Infernape to use Flare Blitz underground, which then illuminates the entire battlefield red, alleviating the Toxic Spikes while also damaging Ninjask, which Infernape then emerges from the ground at the same time and knocks it out with a powerful Mach Punch, which was very splendid. I just always love seeing witty strategies like this. This strategy being one of the most memorable witty moments. Meanwhile, for the Gliscor vs Drapion matchup, I just found it perplexing to see Gliscor easily dodge so many pin missiles after quite a few of Ashe's Pokemon were unable to dodge these, and then land a devastating X-Scissor and Fire Fang, defeating the Pokemon. This also truly showing Gliscor's astounding power. It was even very satisfying to see this Pokemon go down, as once again, it did defeat quite a few of Ashe's Pokemon. Though, they did put in terrific work. Just Gliscor here was the MVP. Finally, let's talk about that Infernape vs Electivire matchup. Ooh, it was nothing but phenomenal, breathtaking. Much like the Ashe Greninja matchups in the Kalos League, this matchup was very fast paced, which ensured you would feel hype. From both of these Pokemon exchanging close-up Thunder Punches and Mach Punches, collisions of Flamethrowers and Thunders, counter shields, and of course, that epic final moment where Infernape unleashes its immense power from Blaze, lets out a humongous stimulating Flamethrower, and then collides with a Thunder Punch using a staggering Flare Blitz attack, earning itself a win after a stress-inducing, yet also very satisfying scene of hearing a heartbeat while the 2 Pokemon wait for the other to fall. Like seriously, what a fulfilling matchup, and even ending to this overall battle. It was simply extraordinary. I don't think anything can top the hype I felt during this scene. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, along with the other action we've explored, and of course the beautiful meaning behind this battle, is why this battle takes the #1 spot for this list. Tremendous work, Pokemon Anime. And that concludes the list. I'm not gonna lie, this may have taken a little bit longer to talk about than originally planned. However, that just goes to show you how stellar we found all of these battles to be. You should truly check them out if you haven't already. But anyway, thank you for joining me today, Raph.
No problem, Ben. It was fun to go over these awesome battles. However, the fun doesn't stop here. If you guys still haven't watched the video we done over on my channel, where we count down the top 10 Pokemon Ashe made Dynamax, then be sure to check it out. The link will be in the description, iCard and endcard, along with my channel. I'll see you guys all over there.
Indeed. Before you go over to that video though, if you did enjoy today's video, then please be sure to consider leaving a like, a share, and if you're new here, a subscribe along with hitting that bell icon to stay in loop with all things Pokemon anime related. If you want to support this channel any further way, I also have a Patreon. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is Entity Maze, signing out.